Okay, welcome to the channel, guys. I'll be posting a lot in this channel as of today. I'll be just sharing a lot of knowledge when it comes on to my trading strategy and how I trade from day to day, how I catch certain moves so you guys can benefit from it. All right. So I'm going to be breaking down the sells that I caught on the 4th of November. I actually posted this in my free Telegram chat. As you can see right here on the 4th of November, I posted it where I posted a chart breakdown on GBP JPY. Also got in that entry on the same day, got all that sell coming down. TP was completely destroyed for over a little bit over 300 pips. So let's get straight into it. So looking on the time frame right here on the weekly time frame, we can clearly see that price is was still pretty much bullish when this move was happening, right? So as price pushed up here, which we got a very aggressive push, we realized that we're getting a lot of top wick rejection, which indicates there's a lot of exhaustion going on up here, right? So I was looking to the left and seeing where I know there's an area where price might be pushing up from, which is right here. But based on these candlesticks that were forming, I'm seeing a lot of sellers gaining momentum, right? So I was looking for either the price to push from here or a much deeper retracement, right? Which price could have either retraced to this area. This is where resistance can be used as support, or this area, which is slightly much deeper, which is a deeper retracement, right? So it could have been this area or this area, right? So I use this as take profit areas. Cool. When on the daily time frame, I saw that when price came down here at first, it tried to push up, but it didn't go far, right? But price broke below that low and created a new lower low. So I was saying that, okay, being the fact that the bears are really gaining a lot of momentum here, and we have the daily showing a downtrend right now, it's the case that I'm going to get that very deep retracement, right? And also to confirm my take profit, I use my Fibonacci. I don't use it on every single setup, but I use it just to have more confirmations, right? So I realized that my 61.8 Fibonacci retracement area, which is my take profit area once you see it in green, lined up exactly with this zone that we had right here, right? So when prices were chasing back up to this area, this is what I realized. So as I said, this is a daily support that became resistance right here. Let's put in another color so you guys can see properly. So as price was approaching this area, I also used my trend line as, an extra confluence. So we got it right there. Cool. So one thing that gave me a lot of confluence is that price approaching trend line, price break and retest on a high time frame. This gave me enough confirmation and enough confidence to actually take the sell. Now, when it came on to this entry, this is what happened. So let me highlight this. And this is where I want you guys to be paying full attention, right? So let's put that in blue. I went on the 15-minute time frame, and actually the 5-minute. I use a 15 and a 5-minute mostly for my entries. So right here, as price was approaching, we can clearly see that the 50-minute time frame is still within an uptrend, right? And I realize there's an area right here that we need to be broken. Cool. We need this area to be broken before we can actually be looking for these cells, right? So I'll mark this off. We can remove this for the time being so we can see what's going on. So this is what was happening in the time being. And just to get into more details of the area, this is what was happening on the 5-minute time frame, right? So what I realized is that price was struggling here for like a few minutes, that is. So what I did, this was a slight pattern that was being formed as well. Cool. So as you can see on the 5-minute time frame, there's a lot of top wick rejection. But if you look closely, we're getting lower lows being formed, which is an indication telling me that, hey, the momentum, or we're getting strength build up from the sellers, right? And also it forms some sort of pattern right here. So what I did to actually catch this entry, is to trade this on the breakout of this pattern, right? So my entry was roughly on the breakout right here. And this was a strong candlestick that broke out. My entry was pretty early before London session, but I already got some sort of confirmation. This entry was actually very risky as well, because it was an early entry. I was really tired, to be honest, so I didn't want to really like stay up. But based on the fact that I got some early confirmations that it wants to drop, I entered, right? So remember where take profit was? Or take profit was way down here. Way down here. So as I said, this is roughly over a 300 pip move, roughly a 304 pip move, right? Now, while maintaining this trade when we got an entry, I was pretty scared, to be honest. I was very much confident, but I was still skeptical based on the fact that we have an area right here. If you look to the left, there's some sort of relationship going on, right? There was some sort of relationship going on right here. So based on this 4 hour, it could have pushed up, but based on the fact that I'm looking on the daily and it was just a bunch of noise, so I actually ignored it in a sense, knowing that I'm trading on a higher time frame. So I'm really looking for that aggressive push, right? So price pushed down, didn't get that too much exhaustion right here. Price still found a strength and managed to push all the way down to our take profit, which is a 1 to 18 risk to reward. Gained over 300 pips. I actually got out in this candlestick, like right here on the tip of it. So it was actually a 286 pip move for me, but overall, this move is 308. And I was looking to actually take profit down here too, but based on the fact that the Fibonacci that I was using, the target for it, didn't really lined up with down here, I actually got out. So I could have actually almost got 400 pips off this move, to be honest, because if I should play it out, this is what was happening, right? So actually went down to 372 pips, right? But in this case, I never wanted to be greedy. So I actually got out and be safe. So right now, price right here is still in some sort of a downtrend. Right now, we can't really be taking any buys. I'm thinking based off the daily, since we're getting a little bit of top rejection right now, it might push down a little bit more. But once it pushes down here, I'm still looking for it to pop back up, right? So it's either two scenarios can happen, right? Price can push down to this area, or from where it's at right now, you can either break above, retest, and we're looking for the push to the upside. I would probably look to take profit like right here, but we're still looking for overall price to go probably up to the 160 area. Long term, not anything that will happen immediately, but long term, we can look for that to happen. All right. So I hope I helped you guys in this video. I hope you guys gained some sort of knowledge and it helped you with your trading. I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay. Peace.